How's it going, everybody? My name is Liam Pinero. I'm a YouTuber and a video editor at the BEPCO Learning Center here at IUPUI. And today we're going to be making a two-part series of videos. This is part one that you're watching right now, and this is how to edit a video using Premiere Pro. Now, Adobe Premiere Pro is one of my favorite video editing software programs, and luckily it's free to all IU students. So if you don't currently have Premiere Pro on your computer, you're going to want to go ahead and log on to your IUware account and download that right now. And once you have downloaded Premiere Pro, you are now all good to go. Let's get into it.
Alright guys, so here we are on my beautiful desktop, and the first thing we're going to have to do is open our new best friend, Adobe Premiere Pro. That's going to take a second to open up, and while we're waiting for that, we can think about what kind of video we're going to want to edit. Now we have it, you're going to open a new project. The default settings are usually perfectly fine on Premiere, so you can just go ahead and click OK on this screen. The program will now open up, and it's time for us to import some media into that little box right here that says Import Media to start. And how we do that is you go up here to File, and then you're going to click Import. And then you have all these options of things that you can put into your timeline, which is this part. And I already have these two prepared because you know me, I had to be ready for this. Click Import, they're going to import right into here. And now you can simply take them and drag them into your timeline right here. And that will have everything automatically popped up. So now that we have all of our clips ready and here in the program, it's time for us to start working on how we want to put it together in a cohesive video. And just another quick basic rule of thumb is that the green files right here, down here where it says A1, those are audio files. That's what the A stands for. The V's stand for video. So this is video layer 1, layer 2, and layer 3. Audio layer 1, layer 2, and layer 3. But today we're not going to get into anything crazy. We're actually just going to do a quick little tutorial about how to use some of the basics on Premiere. So one of the first things you're going to need to learn is how to cut a video. And what that means is you're recording a video. Let's say you're talking and you say something you didn't mean to say, or you mess up your words. You're going to have to learn how to cut that out and replace it with a good take. So let's find a clip, for example. Got to find a clip of me talking. That's what we like to call a walk in the park, ladies and gentlemen. We have found that clip right here. This video will be nice to use to exemplify cutting a video. So here we have myself and my friend in the car. I'm starting to talk and then I mess up my words. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Oh my God, watch these drivers out here. Anyways, even though the weather is better, wait.
See how I messed up my word right there? So I want to cut out the part where I said, wait. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to where I first say that. Now, this is where I want to cut the video. Now, I have two options. I can go over here to the razor tool, which is this one, and if you hover over any of these tools, the title of that tool will pop up, so that's helpful. But to cut a video, you want to select the razor tool, and you're going to want to cut right on that blue line where you stop the video. By the way, stopping and starting the video can be done by pressing the space bar. Now that we have cut this part out, we're going to want to find the part where we would like to restart. So, we're just going to keep watching.
Wait, anyways, even though the weather is better,
Alright, so that's pretty much it. So we're going to click right here where it started.
Wait.
Right here, because that's where we know it started again. And then we're going to select the mouse tool, once again, off of the razor tool, because we need to move the actual video clip. So now we're going to click this, move it, or you can click this and delete it by pressing the delete key. And then you're going to match these two up right here, and hopefully it sounds like one cohesive video.
These drivers out here. Anyways, even though the weather is better. So see, we actually overcompensated a little bit. So we added too much video on this side as well after the cut. So what we can do at that point is we can take this little tool right here. See that red tool? That pops up automatically even when you're using the mouse once you get to either the beginning or the end of a video. And what this allows you to do is to click the video and drag it to the appropriate spot. So let's see if this works. Even though the weather is better, we're still deciding to go back to Deerfield Beach.
See? And that matches up. So there you go. That's basically how you cut videos. And like anything in this program and anything in video editing in general, practice will make perfect. Alright, so now that we've learned the transition of cutting videos, let's talk about how we can make that actual transition itself a little less abrupt. And this is achieved by using effects. And you might ask, how do you find the effects? Well, you go up here into your bin, and you're going to go over here to the arrow, and this is going to give you a drop-down menu. You're going to want to click the fifth one down titled Effects. And instead of using a talking clip again, let's use a drone clip. And for this, we can also incorporate an audio file. So the audio files are going to pop up in your bin like this. They're going to have the little sound wave icon right here, whereas a video will actually have the video itself displayed. So you can simply drag this into the project where you would like it to go. And let's say you don't want the music to just jump out at you like this, and you want it to fade in. So we're going to go back to that effects panel that we were talking about, and we're going to go to audio transitions instead of video transitions. You're going to use the transitions much more than the actual effects themselves. So we're going to go on to constant gain. Constant gain is the effect that's going to make the audio kind of crescendo into whatever volume it's going to end up being. So the beginning of the video will now sound like this. And this obviously isn't exclusive to just drone footage like we're using now. You can use this for anything. And it's actually especially important to utilize background music when somebody's just simply sitting there speaking. So let's take a look at the clip that I used for my intro. Alright guys, you might have noticed that we have a completely different bin over here, and that's because we're working on something completely different. Like I previously mentioned, we are now going to be working on a clip where somebody is talking the entire time and we want to put in some background music. So we are going to drag these two things into our timeline, our audio file right here and our video file right here. And here's what I was talking about with those layers. You have audio file 1, which is the actual dialogue that I'm speaking in this clip. And then you have audio layer number 2, which is music. And you might be thinking, isn't that going to sound a little obnoxious? And the answer is, without proper editing, yes! We don't want that. We want it to be much more smooth, much more cohesive, easier to listen to. We want them to work together. So how we can achieve that is by, once again, adding an effect to the audio. We're going to use that constant gain, like I said, that makes it crescendo up into whatever volume we want it to be. And speaking of volume, we're actually going to change the volume on this audio itself so that it's not quite so loud and overpowering in the background. It is background music, of course. So how we can do that is we can right-click the audio file. So we're going to right-click this, and we're going to click Audio Gain. So we click this, and it says Adjust Gain By. And what we want to do is, since we want to make it quieter rather than louder, we're going to put negative, and let's just say 18. We're going to click Enter. And that is going to change the audio. So now, instead of being quite so overpowering, it's going to sound like this.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Liam Pinero. I am a YouTuber and a video editor here at IUPUI, and today we're going to be making a two-part series of videos.
Boom! Sounds much better, doesn't it? Let's talk about titles now. Learning something new, guys. We're learning titles. So to get a title, if you're on a PC, you're going to click Control-T, and if you're on a Mac, you're going to click Command-T. It'll prompt you with this. You're going to click OK, or you can change the name, so we're going to say Intro Title. You don't have to change it, but it's easy to organize it if you do. Then you will be faced with this screen and we can get to work on our title. We're going to want to click this T right here. You might be familiar with it if you ever used like Word or PowerPoint. That is the text box tool. So we're going to take this and drag it. And I usually just like to outline this rectangle right here because it's very centered. It's a very nice size. And we're going to title this How to Edit. And now you have all kinds of tools that we can use up here. You just got to play around with them to see what they do. This one increases the size of the text. You can center the text, you can line it up to the right, you can line it up to the left. If you'd like to change the color of the text, you can click down here, and it gives you all sorts of colors you can change it to. And that will pop up in your bin, right here as you can see. And now we just simply drag this into our video, and here we have our intro title. So we're going to go back to the Effects tab. We're going to put that constant gain in here too. We're also going to go to the Video Transitions tab, and we're going to add a cross dissolve. It's already highlighted as you open it. And we're going to put it right here. And as you can see, it goes in between the two videos, and that's totally fine. That's how it's supposed to work. So let's say we want to have the actual intro fade in itself. Now it'll look like this.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Liam Pinero.
Much more smooth, and that's that. So what we're going to want to do when we're done with our videos, we're going to want to go up here to Sequence, and we're going to want to click Render Into Out. What this is going to do is going to take all of the video clips and it's going to make them look as good and smooth and clear as possible. So make sure you're always rendering your video, and after that's done, it's time to export. So we're going to save one last time to make sure if anything happens that we have this video on our desktop, and now it's time to export. So we're going to go up to File, we're going to go down to Export, Export Media. Once again, the default settings are usually pretty good in Premiere. Make sure the maximum render quality box is checked as well, and then we're going to export. And there it is. You are now done editing your first video using Premiere Pro. Congratulations, everybody. Hope this tutorial helped. Once again, in my experience, I have learned that just messing around with the software itself and experimenting with different things in Premiere will help you tremendously as well. But thanks a lot for watching. Hope you guys make some great videos. And if you need to, stay tuned for the second part of this video series, which is how to upload a video to YouTube. Peace out, guys.